Hello everyone, Mr. Sorkin here. Welcome back to Injustice 2 as we take a look at the classic mode for each character. Now it's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in which we do these, so we can spread them out a bit further and also do some more content for you. Anyway, we're going to start things off with Batman in the classic mode. Easy. I just realized my TV is on mute. So, what you do is you can unlock the classic mode through completing the multiverse tutorial, which took me a while, but I beat it with my main character, which I will be revealing when we do the main character classic mode. So, let's get to it with Batman.
I can't forgive the deaths.
I'm your only son, old man.
Dick was my son, too.
Begin.
You know, I kind of like Damian's costume in this. I don't approve of Damian as a character, but I actually kind of like his costume. So I've learned to fight better with Batman. It's not my best character. It's kind of hard to do the environmental interactions in this game, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot harder than it was in the first one, but I can do it. Ow. Damian. So this is Bruce Wayne, which is Batman. I don't think Batman really needs an origin. I really like this universe version of Batman. I'm just saying this game really wants out. Make things a bit more unique. He is the leader of the insurgency against, Batman. Superman, not Batman. Where did Batman going up against Batman come from? But that is his role in the story. God damn, you missed. And so that's his role in the story. I didn't think Batman was that late. That's impressive, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was at least a level 4. But yeah, I do want to interact with the environment one more time, and then I'll be like, hey, bye-bye! There's a gator there. Mom, the gator got loose. What? Get it again! Anyway, so this Batman's voiced by Kevin Conroy. Probably my favorite Batman voice actor out there. That was my favorite Batman actor in general. A lot of people say like it's either Keaton or Bale, but for me, it's like it's always gonna be good old Kevin Conroy because I feel like he knows how much to give and how much not to give. That's an odd way, but he's been playing the character for such a while that he's become kind of like enrolled in this voice. Yeah, take that, Damian. You lose. He's gonna throw his batarangs out cool like Batman wins. I want to see what I locked in terms of like loot. Oh, I didn't lock anything. Okay, that's nice to know. But yeah, we're up against Black Canary next, then Superman, ooh, Harley Quinn, then Brainiac. Sounds interesting. Oh, and Atlantis. Outrageous. Sorry, bad pun.
I'm sorry, Dinah, you're not ready.
I sure as hell am ready.
I'll be the judge of that.
Begin.
I like the mask on this version of Black Canary. It's nice. I like to add to my Black Canary. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. No, for all you know, Batman can use on me. But no, this is Black. Again, I'll talk about Black Canary later. But I feel like going into this stuff, it's like we have to cover the Trinity first. Like we have to cover Batman, we have to cover Superman, we have to cover Wonder Woman, and it's like, yeah, that's status quo. Because they're just like these big features in the DC universe. So the main three makes sense, they're called the Trinity. You know, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Batman's always the best, by the way. No doubt about it. But yeah, I can interact with that, I forgot. See, the thing is, the interactions are just hard to use. Ow. They just are. Ooh, Black Canary's gonna do that. Oh, that hurt. That, I'm not gonna lie, that one hurt a lot. We can get through it, can't we, Black Canary? Apparently not. Ow, I'm not gonna lie, that one kinda hurts. So how's everyone doing with this pandemic? If it's still going on at the time it's recording, it is. I'm like
Going easy on me.
drinking water bottles. I'm drinking my urine, you know. So like, I feel like Batman's one of the people that's like prepared for this coronavirus. Like, he's like, he already has a plan to defeat it. Like, he's like, I prepared for this. It's like, Master Bruce. Like, I prepared for any continuum. And since he's a bat, I mean, did this whole thing start with a guy who ate a bat or something and got this disease? I'm just asking because I don't know much about this stuff. And they're like, hey, how did it get started? All I know is that one guy had it. I heard on the news. Everyone was freaking out about beer, and I was just like, it's not nothing big's gonna happen about it. And then became this whole like, state pandemic. Oh, we're in luck. Catwoman legs. Okay, I'm not even gonna be like, yeah, okay, makes sense. You know, it's Catwoman's legs. Superman, we're gonna take a look at next time. Yeah, ooh, not the biggest Superman fan, so I'm not gonna be like, oh boy, I love Superman. I really, really don't. Yeah.
Clark, there are lines we don't cross.
The world's changed since Metropolis.
No, it hasn't. You have.
Begin.
I find it odd that we're playing like in this really scary amusement park, considering what the Joker did to Superman, so... I don't know, I find it a bit extreme often, but that's just me. Ooh, that hurt. Ow. I like to do that move more, just like spam beat up Superman. I wish I knew how to do the Kryptonite punch, because that move looks awesome, and I'm like, I just stick it to you, Superman. So yeah, I've been reading the news on the coronavirus. Yeah, what else is there to do? A lot of the Arrowverse shows got like delayed by a couple of weeks. There was supposed to be an episode of there was an episode of Legends this week, but there was supposed to be an episode of Batwoman and Supergirl this week, but they got delayed. I think of the shows, I think Legends is the only one that can produce the rest of their season because they already filmed it all. I'm like, yeah, release it. Release it all during all of this, then we'll get the break till the Flash. Because I think up to the Flash, they have only 2 episodes left this season to film. At least 2 that we know of, because we know at least 20 of the episodes have titles, so that means they've at least been produced. Like, they've at least done the filming for them. I feel like they've done the filming because one of them we know, which is Pay the Piper. We know it has Pied Piper, and we've seen those shots since, at least middle of February. So I feel like that was probably when they finished recording that stuff. If anything, what do we unlock? Anti-crime torso. I like the word anti-crime. It's just beautiful. Beautiful terminology, I suppose. Harley Quinzel. Pleasure to meet you. Don't get me started about Harley Quinn. But we will be doing Harley Quinn review soon on this new sound date.
You need to concentrate, Harley.
I'm thinking botany. Maybe English?
Not at all what I meant.
Begin.
So yeah, I'm covering Birds of Prey soon, and I think it's gonna be, it's next week actually. I'm covering Birds of Prey. Due to everything that's been going on, it's like I had to delay one review due to Disney delaying their stuff, and it's a shame because I really want to talk about it before I talk about something else. But again, I feel like they should just release it. I think I'm gonna watch Onward while I'm editing this stuff, or I'm gonna be actually I have some other stuff I need to work on, but while I'm doing that, I should watch Onward because it is on Disney Plus. And what the heck? I feel bad for it in terms of like the history books, so I feel like people are gonna look at it and be like, oh, well, why was it delayed? I feel like it's not the worst. It's been the worst box office returns like ever, which is odd. Because based on my friend who works at a movie theater said, it's been busy before the coronavirus thing really broke out. The coronavirus, like, it probably had a good week before this whole thing became a really bad thing. I suppose. I don't know how else to say that. It's just like, it was very, like, I have a friend who works in the movie theaters, and he says, like, there's been, like, almost every kid's movie that's come out, there have been fights, like over seating arrangements, and we're like, really? And then he's like, yeah, and then I talked to him about it, and it's like, well, a bunch of, like, racial slurs come out of nowhere, and I'm just like, whoa, where do racial slurs get involved in this? Like, the only fight I had at a movie theater was when I saw two recently, both of them for children's movies, Onward and Frozen 2. But I'll talk about that in a bit. But I'll talk about Frozen 2 actually. One person had the wrong seat. They clearly didn't have the right seat. I knew that because there was a seat missing in between. The guy had the seat in between me and the other person. And no one purchased that, and it was a group of family. And then she chose the wrong seat, and this guy's like, oh, that's my seat. It's like, no, it's not. And it's like, okay, you know, typical thing.
I'll beat you, Brainiac.
You are not exceptional, Batman.
I'm full of surprises.
Begin.
And so, when I went to see Onward, there was this, elderly guy, like in a wheelchair, that was like, it was like a handicap, and he gets the handicap seat. And he wasn't even near the handicap row, and somebody was like, this is my spot, and they're like, no, it's not, and it's like, oh boy, this is gonna break out into a fight, isn't it? And it almost did, and then they helped the guy find their seat, but he kept on, like, persisting, like, it's not your seat, and it, like, clearly was. Like, I don't mind if I'm in the wrong seat. Like, I'm one of those people who's like, oh, I am sorry. Like, the way they have it numbered is so confusing. And in my theater especially, because my theater started doing the science scenes. A lot of theaters started doing the science scenes, which I don't mind per se if you have the requirement. Like my home theater that's like the closest to me and where I always go, where my friend works, is like so convenient because it just has recliners. I just want to be like, I'll go there early. I don't mind the assigned seat, but when I go to like, there's one that I have that used to be a drive-in theater that was turned into a real theater. It's just complete garbage now. I hate going there, but they don't even have recliner seats, and they're like, hey, you have to make reservations for the seats. I'm like, huh, that's a joke. No, I'm not gonna do that. I went to see Detective Pikachu at that theater. I was like, I'm not doing that. No, I did that too with Toy Story 4. Because for some reason that Air Theater wasn't showing Toy Story 4 that day, which surprised me. They're like, hey, I'd very much like to see this movie. And they're like, nope. So that's a nice story about that. Hope you guys enjoyed the ending for Batman, and see you guys next time to take a look at Superman. That's it for me. Goodbye. Well, that's it for me talking. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Brainiac's attack left the world devastated. Thousands dead. Many more thousands homeless. When President Kane asked that I head up the emergency response, I couldn't refuse. The job's demands require that I leave the Justice League in Barry's and Hal's hands. Together they're molding the younger heroes into a force for good, unlike any Earth has ever seen. But I'm only semi-retired. Behind the scenes, I've been preparing for Superman's return. Kal swore he'd escaped from the Phantom Zone. I'd be foolish not to take him at his word.